Hi, I'm Peter Grant, and I'm going to spend a few minutes just trying to talk you through and explain a little bit about banks and bank gearing. It's a hot subject for clients, and so I'll do my very best to give you the bottom line answer of banks and the good and bad of borrowing money. This graph, I think, demonstrates really well a situation where someone's got, let's say, £250,000 of cash, and they buy one property, which is the blue set of lines there, for that £250,000 of cash. That property rises in value and almost doubles in value over an 8 to 10 year cycle, just using average capital appreciation over the long run. In the different scenario, which is the green line, the client there has decided to buy 3 or perhaps 4 properties through using bank leverage. And obviously the impact on his investment overall is very, very considerable. So the benefits of gearing are that you can buy 3 or perhaps 4 properties versus 1 in cash. And I suppose a tip coming out of that would be that if you are gearing and you're able to afford to do so, then buying in cash and putting lending in as step 2 is very, very smart. The market is very competitive just now. When we're buying for clients, sellers often prefer, as you would if you were selling, to sell to someone who is a cash buyer. So if you're able to do that and put in funding at stage 2, then that's a very sensible thing to do. The other thing attached to that is that bank selection is very critical, and we're going to have a look at that in a second. So when you're choosing a bank, it is worth bearing in mind that a lot of the banks are still in recovery mode at the moment, so the amount of real competition about banks is much, much lower. And so you're best to go to people or banks which have got a track record of delivering, as well as maybe one that you know yourself as well. And the feedback we're getting from clients is that there are 2 that are really worth speaking to: RBSI and Shawbrook. They give a decision in 48 hours, which is great. You know where you stand. They can lend on the end values and they deliver consistently. But also speak to your own bank. And if you find them to be good, then let us know, because we will definitely add them to our list and share that with other clients also. There's contact information which I can give to you separately, or the team can give to you separately if you wish as well. And the point to note is that even the most expensive banks today are still between 25% and 40% cheaper than the banks that were around before 2007. So with base rates being so low just now, the cost of money is very, very low when compared to anything pre-2007. I was paying 7 and 8% rates in those days between base rates and bank margins. And also bear in mind that both interest and bank fees are tax deductible. So make sure that you build that into your equation also when you're looking at banks and thinking about dealing with banks. Some of those regulations are changing. We've got a separate podcast about some of the changes. So please do ask us about that as well. Thank you very much.